Mustang Mach-E is finally back, and it has been a crazy past few days here. You would not believe what has happened, but today I'm going to share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's hop inside and I'll spill the tea. So the past few days have been pretty eventful. Now I have my husband J2 here. He is going to share with you guys what has happened since our last few videos have dropped.
Yeah, so those couple of videos definitely caught the attention of Ford Corporate.
And a big thanks to you guys, because those kind of like got seen by a lot of eyes and have been tweeted and retweeted because of you, so thank you.
Absolutely. And they reached out to us via Twitter.
They slid into our DMs.
And email. And so we started talking back and forth with the chief program engineer of the Mach-E at Ford Corporate. And, you know, she was interested in our experience as well as the issues we were having. And, you know, first off, like, she's awesome. You know, she's the same point of contact we had back in April. So she quickly put us in touch with the person in charge of Apple CarPlay at Ford, as well as the person in charge of Phone as a Key program at Ford as well. And what's kind of cool is when the Apple CarPlay guy, when he reached out to us, we were on the phone talking back and forth, talking about the issues we were having when we were actually experiencing a Apple CarPlay issue. So we were able to like take a picture of it. Super
convenient timing.
Yeah, like you couldn't ask for better timing. Take a picture of that issue, immediately send it to him, so he was able to see in real time while we were talking the issues we were having. As well as the Phone as a Key, when that team reached out to us, and they had a lot of questions, we were able to, you know, provide answers to those questions back to them, and hopefully those answers will be incorporated to, you know, their solution sometime in the future. So after we had talked to the Apple CarPlay team as well as the Phone as a Key team at Ford, the chief program engineer of the Mach-E, she recommended that we make another appointment either at that original dealer or a new dealer. We knew we were definitely not going back.
We were done with them.
Yeah, did they call you?
They did. So the dealer who actually turned us away initially, they ended up calling me back 3 times in one day, and they were really nice. The first time was really just to apologize about the experience we had with them, and they said they were using it as a teaching opportunity for their employees, and they're really going to try to increase communication between the different departments. The second time they called was they were asking us to bring this vehicle back to them so they could try to fix it. And then the third time they called, they were saying that if we do bring it back to them, they would have a loaner car for us. So they really tried to pick up the pieces, but ultimately I think that first experience we had just kind of turned us off. Yeah, so we were ready to do business with a different one.
Yeah, so we chose to, you know, go back to Ted Britt. That's actually where we bought this vehicle from. You may be wondering why we didn't go back to them in the first place. And originally when we received that software update notification, it recommended the other dealer, hence why we went there. But now we know. Not happening again. Ted Britt, you know, you are our Ford dealership for our Mach-E. And so I made a service appointment. Talking back and forth with the software teams at Ford Corporate, I knew that they were still trying to solve these issues. So I didn't even bother putting that in the service request. Actually, the only thing I put in there was for them to fix the charge port door. And they called us the next day after I made the appointment, right?
So they called and they said that they didn't have the charge port door hinge in stock. They had to order one, and the closest one I think was in Tennessee. So they said they'd have to cancel our appointment and we'd have to postpone it. And they said they would contact us as soon as they had that part in. So you guys, top-notch communication. That was amazing.
That was actually excellent communication. Honestly, that's probably what should have happened the first time at the other dealer, was them notifying us that they couldn't service our request. But with Ted Britt, like, they saw our service appointment, they saw the request, notified us that they didn't have it yet, but they'll contact us again whenever it comes in. Like, top notch. That means that they're not wasting their time, we're not wasting our time bringing in a car that they're not prepared to fix yet. And so the next week, what happens? I think they called us, what, that Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, they called at the beginning of that week. They said they had the part in. They said that they would have some Ford engineers come in too and look at the vehicle. So we made an appointment. I dropped this vehicle off on Wednesday afternoon, and they made it so seamless. I drove the Mustang into the service bay. So while I was inside signing paperwork, they had pulled around our loaner vehicle. They gave us a Ford Explorer. It was blue. It was real pretty. It went with my eyes. But I was able to quickly like move my son, the car seat, all of our stuff from one vehicle into another. They made that process super seamless, and then they had the vehicle all day on Thursday. Tell them the notifications we got on Thursday.
Yeah, so we received, I think it was like 5 notifications through the Ford Pass app, saying that they were trying to install a software update. Now, originally it went in for the charge port door, you know, but over the course of that day, we received several of, you know, these notifications. I'll put it on the screen. pretty much saying that they were trying to do the software update. And it sounds like they eventually got it because they called us the next day saying that the car was ready. I wasn't there for that. What kind of...
Yeah, so when they called us, they said, hey, your car's done. We're washing it for you now. It's going to be ready for you to pick it up, or we can drop it off at your door. Hello, drop it off at my door, please. So they dropped it off that afternoon. They had one of their porters come out, drop off the Mach-E. They picked up the Ford Explorer. They even gave us an extra...
Yeah, they gave us another key fob, so now we have two. So she has one, I have one, which is awesome. So thank you, Ford. Thank you, Ted Britt, for
Thank you.
Yeah, for allowing us to have this. And let me just say, like, this car, it was like spectacular.
It was spotless too.
Yeah, it really was. Like, the outside was super clean, the inside was detailed.
I don't want to let J3 back in this vehicle.
Yeah, no donuts, no crackers,
no goldfish.
No goldfish. But they did a great job the entire time. They were in communication with us. The customer relations was top notch. Honestly, they can probably go out to other Ford dealers and show them how it's done.
For real, like, seriously, I mean, they're not even asking us to say this, but, like, I will only bring this vehicle to Ted Britt now. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't sponsor us at all for this.
They didn't ask for a shout out, nothing.
Yeah, if anything...
They just provided great service.
If anything, we probably impeded their week a little bit by bringing in an additional car. But when we got the car back, not only was the car clean, we still need to test phone as a key a little bit further. But, since it's been back, that's been working routinely, as well as Apple CarPlay. And also seems as if the software update they gave us has some new features.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have this or not. Maybe you guys got this in your update.
Yeah, so we'll put it on the screen as far as what it'll do. But, you have this new feature of notes, and looks like you can kind of draw. I'm doing it now. You kind of draw, and I get it. A lot of you are going to say, well, Tesla already has it. Yeah, like Tesla does have it. But this is the first vehicle, not even just EV, the first vehicle that I know of that has entertainment features built into the car.
It's like a non-Tesla.
Yeah, that's a non-Tesla. Like, I think that's awesome.
I mean, if they can do this now, I think the next updates can only have, like, better things in it. So, yay, I'm excited.
Yeah, and it shows that Ford is really thinking about the vehicle as well as the user. And that we definitely appreciate. But we will continue to test out phone as a key. We will continue to test out Apple CarPlay. Our charge port door is fully functional now. I don't think it's going to be popping out anytime soon.
I think for me as a consumer and a Ford customer, I think what's really exciting is that Ford saw there was an area for improvement, both with the vehicle and with their customer service, and they instantly tried to fix it. They tried to resolve it as quickly as possible. So that's just really promising to me. I think that's really cool. Okay, now if you've watched up until this point in the video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It helps our channel to grow so we can make more videos for you. Now that's all we've got for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.